I don't know if these are undercover officers that are on top of this man. Oh my God, they're pounding him in the head. They're going to kill this man.
Tonight, police power on trial. A violent takedown in the streets of Grand Rapids will be center stage at the highest court in the land.
The U.S. Supreme Court will decide if a West Michigan man can sue the police who mistook him for a fugitive and then beat him up and arrested him. Target 8 investigator Susan Samples examines a case that highlights the issues of police immunity and accountability.
911 emergency.
Yeah, I'm on the corner of Tamarack and Leonard.
There is two men holding another guy down.
But they're literally just pounding him in the head.
They couldn't have known in that moment.
They were out of control.
The scene they'd happened upon might one day change the landscape of policing in this country.
I thought they were trying to mug me.
July 18th, 2014, two undercover officers had been hunting for a home invasion suspect, known to show up in the same area, same time every day. This is what they had to go on to identify their suspect: a 7-year-old driver's license photo and a tough-to-make-out guitar-playing pic. This is the guy they just happened to spot instead, James King.
In the summer of 2014, I was a 20-year-old, 21-year-old student at Grand Valley State University.
King was walking on Leonard, minding his business, heading to a second job, when he said two strangers asked him his name. When he said James, they asked him if he had a wallet, and he lied, told them no.
Didn't think it was a good idea to tell two random strangers that I had a wallet with me. Then one guy stepped behind me and said, "Oh, really? What's in your back pocket?" And then that guy actually took the wallet out of my pocket. And that was when I realized I was being mugged, and I went to go run and was ultimately tackled.
I don't know if these are undercover officers that are on top of this man.
King said he didn't know if they were undercover police either, though the two plainclothes officers later said they showed King badges around their necks right away. King didn't deny he fought the men, even bit down hard when one put him in a chokehold.
I was full of fear, and I was trying to get away.
They look like they're suffocating him.
I was also hit in the head repeatedly and pretty severely.
This man is screaming, "Call the police, call the police."
But when uniformed police got there,
And I was very confused when they did not arrest my assailants. They arrested me instead.
In custody. We will need a supervisor here.
the undercover officers later said when King lied about having a wallet, they figured he was their suspect, trying not to get ID'd. They also reported that King was out of control, fighting, biting, and growling. This is King in the moments after the takedown.
Do you have any weapons on you at all?
No, sir. I thought they were trying to mug me.
Police later figured out that James King was not the suspect they were looking for. Still, prosecutors charged King with resisting, assaulting, and injuring a police officer. But when a jury found him not guilty on all charges, King turned around and filed suit against the officers and the United States in federal court, claiming they had violated his constitutional right against unreasonable search and seizure, excessive force, and malicious prosecution. What followed was 4+ years and hundreds of pages of complicated legal ping pong. The federal judge in Grand Rapids dismissed King's claims, in part because she found the officers acted reasonably, in good faith, and without malice, which gave them qualified immunity. But the U.S. Court of Appeals reversed that, saying the officers are not shielded from liability because a jury could find James King looked nothing like the suspect's pictures, making it unreasonable police stopped him in the first place.
Police accountability and reform needs to happen.
King knows he's lucky he had the resources to fight for his acquittal, and the Institute for Justice is now representing him for free. King thinks something else worked in his favor, too.
I'm white. And I'll just say that flatly because I remember one of the first things my criminal trial attorney told me. I told him what happened, I told him my story, and he looked me right in the eyes and said, "If you were black, they would have killed you."
They were out of control pounding him.
But there were witnesses who sided with the undercover officers that day, too, like the woman who initially feared for King's safety, ended up faulting him for fighting police.
At not one point did I see him knocked unconscious and laying still. He was flailing at all times. I know they were pounding him.
It was the Justice Department, on behalf of the officers, that took this case to the Supreme Court, arguing an earlier ruling involving the Federal Tort Claims Act means King's lawsuit cannot go forward. It's a very technical question. King's attorney says it should not be this hard to get King's claims in front of an actual jury so it can decide if the officers violated King's constitutional rights. The Supreme Court is set to hear the case this fall. Back to you.
Okay, Susan, certainly interesting to see all the inner workings of this case. We'll continue to follow it.